Hi, I'm Amari Smith.
And I'm Finn Ponce.
Welcome to Blake Buzz.
Today, we'll explore a Blake High School student's multi-talented music journey.
And we take a deep dive into the top 5 trends in pop culture.
Next, we'll sit down with a Tampa resident who has never missed a Super Bowl game.
And finally, we get an inside look on 3 Blake students that had an opportunity of a lifetime.
All this and more coming up on
Blake Buzz.
To kick off today's episode, we talked to a multi-instrumentalist in the Magna program and find out why, for this student, it's all about that bass.
Let's take a look.
This is Piper Cummer and her band Favorite Habit. This is Piper playing the upright bass. This is also Piper playing the electric bass.
My name is Piper Cummer. I am a senior at Blake High School. I'm an orchestra major here, and I'm also in the jazz band and the advanced guitar program. Primarily, I play electric bass and upright bass. I double. I also play guitar, and I sing a little bit of piano and a little bit of trombone as well.
I've known Piper over her 4 years here at Blake High School. She's been one of my jazz students now for the last 2 years. I think she's kind of one of the people that keeps everything kind of glued together. Super bubbly, super friendly, collaborating, working with others, and being daring and taking risks musically, outgoing nature.
Jim Chambers, who was behind Favorite Habit, I've gotten so much opportunity through him, and I, again, grew a lot as a person just through the connections I've had through him.
Oh, Piper. Piper, I met about, I want to say it was at least 4 years ago. And at the time I was putting together bands and I was desperately looking for a bass player. Approached her immediately and said, would you like to be in a rock and roll band? And her answer was an immediate yes.
It was nerve-wracking, really nerve-wracking. But the experience as a whole was definitely like one of the most exciting things I've done. About a year in, I had taken over as lead singer, and it had helped me a lot as a person because I had become way more outgoing and I had to learn how to, work in front of a crowd and talk to people in general.
Very schooled in knowledge about music, from old school rock to contemporary EDM, even country. So her knowledge base, that's what stuck out.
Jazz has definitely become the forefront of what I do, whether it's kind of like what you think of first or what I enjoy most. But I've really taken my love back for classical music. I'm in the Blake Jazz combo with a couple other people who have been doing it for a couple years, and to be in it with them, they're all fantastic musicians.
Piper is what we would call in the music business a lifer. You meet people not so often that you can tell that they will be in some capacity involved with the music business, we guess, forever. Bass players are rare. Female bass players are even more rare.
I definitely do intend to pursue music, jazz specifically, but I'm not gonna quit with any classical, because it's good to have training in both.
She definitely has a bright future ahead of her. As long as she keeps that bass in her hand, she's gonna be all right.
Piper is definitely a musical prodigy.
She sure is. Great job, Piper. Now let's take a short break and hear from our sponsor, the Blake baseball team.
Welcome back. If you want to stay up to date with pop culture trends, our next segment is for you.
Let's hear from our trend spotters, Jazz and Ella.
From fashion to music to Nobel Peace Prizes.
These are the top 5 things in pop culture today.
Hi, I'm Ella Shockley.
And I'm Jazzerlyn Suarez.
Welcome to Gimme 5. In today's culture, many trends flash right before our eyes.
Speaking of eyes, hey Ella, what mascara are you wearing?
I'm wearing Sky High Mascara from Maybelline, which comes in our number 5 spot.
This mascara has been all over social media apps like TikTok. These days, fashion has a price, but with online shops like Shein, you can now find cheap clothing without leaving your home.
This is why Shein hits our number 4 spot.
During the pandemic, not a lot of people have been able to go shopping, so Shein has been all the rage. Hey Ella, what you listen to nowadays?
Oh, just Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo on repeat. No biggie.
No way. Isn't that the song she wrote about her co-star Joshua Bassett in High School Musical, the musical, the series?
Yes, this song has been on the top of the charts and all over social media.
This takes our number 3 spot. Here's Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. Super Bowl's coming up.
Yay, sports!
Although Ellen and I aren't too keen on sports, we do know a thing or two about halftime shows.
This year, The Weeknd is performing.
That sounds like a touchdown in our number 2 spot.
The number 1 spot for this week's most iconic news story.
A Peace Prize nomination for the Black Lives Matter movement.
This movement has been very popular this year, and we're glad things are finally making a change.
We gave our 5 today on Gimme 5.
I'm Ella Shockley.
And I'm Jazerlyn Suarez.
Thanks for watching Gimme 5.
I've definitely got to check out Shein.
Me too. You know what else I've got my eye on?
What?
The new Blake baseball mask. Let's take a look.
Yep, I've definitely got to buy a couple of those.
Next up, let's hear the story behind the Never Miss a Super Bowl Club.
I've heard more people have walked on the moon than have been a part of this exclusive club.
I know when I made 20, I said, I'm going to try and shoot for 40. And then I said, I'm going God, no, I can make 50. Well, now it is, I've made 55 of them.
Never missing an episode of your favorite TV show or keeping up with the Kardashians seems like a pretty common hobby. But for 77-year-old Carrollwood resident Tom Henschel, he passes the time by attending every single Super Bowl ever.
We were standing in line. There was 2 couples in front of us. They were talking about never missed a Super Bowl. I said, I broke in right away. I introduced myself. I said, I've gone to every game also. So Stan from Denver says, we became friends right away. He said, we're going to start our club. We'll call it Never Miss a Super Bowl Club. So now I'm one of only 5 guys left in the whole country that's gone to every Super Bowl game. Now here's my first 6 ticket stubs. And you can see $12 on each one, 12, 12, and 12. Then they went to $15. And by the way, the first 3 were called the World Championship game.
Keeping up with this hobby had its upsides, but Mr. Henschel has encountered some barriers.
But this year was very hard because in the beginning, they didn't know sure how many people were going to be, fans were able to go into the game. And so I was afraid maybe I wouldn't get tickets. But I kept on calling every 3 days. I need a ticket, even if you just sell me 1, it's okay. And finally he said, okay, we can sell you 2.
We know there'll be many more touchdowns in Mr. Henschel's future. Till the next game, Brittany Blake, WBUZ, Tampa, Florida.
What an amazing hobby. Until next year.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, let's take a look at a few lucky students who got to participate in the Super Bowl halftime show with The Weeknd.
It's crazy, like, what? That's us on TV, like.
Hi, I'm Ray. I'm a dance major and I go to Blake High School.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. I'm a dance major as well and I go to Blake High School.
Hi, my name is Timothy. Most people call me Tim, and I'm a band major and I go to Blake High School. I'm a cymbal player. I've choreographed homecoming shows. I'm just a big key part of the band.
I'd say dance is one of the ways I get to express how I feel with music.
For me, dance is like an escape from reality. It's where I go to express all the feelings that I can't really say with words. It's like a second language for me, so it's really important. First, a couple weeks ago, I got hit up on Instagram by a choreographer that comes and teaches at our school, Marcus Borders. He told me about the whole production and everything, and an ex-football player came in to the dance department, and he came and he talked to Miss Albana and Miss Rail. He was like, hey, you guys have any guys to sign up for this?
I actually got it through Zaya and Miss Albana, they told me about it and pretty much did the same process.
So the marching band has worked with the NFL before, so they were just looking for 18-year-olds who are a part of the band who is interested in doing it. A lot of band things is like moving and marching in 8 counts and going to a certain spot. So like it was really nothing to me when they was telling us like, okay, go to this position, you march here for this many 8 counts and stuff like that. So it really reminded me of marching band.
I was really excited. This is a huge opportunity and I'm pretty excited.
At times it was definitely overwhelming, but in all I was like, you know, in awe. Like, this is amazing. My first gig is the Super Bowl, you know, with The Weeknd, so.
It was so fun. It was just filled with so much energy because we was inside the tunnel waiting like during the rehearsals and stuff like that. And we were just having times where like we would be dancing, like just making up beats with our hands and just dancing. It was so fun, but the experience was definitely just amazing. Being able to meet so many talented dancers who just do it as a hobby or just do it professionally, who stay in LA dancing with artists, and that's just a normal thing to them. So it was really, really cool.
It was pretty cool to actually see the people I look up to in person, you know.
It was fun doing this, so it may be like down the line, I definitely see myself doing like experiences like this again.
I definitely do at a point in time see myself being a backup dancer, but I feel like I don't want to stop at just dancing in the background. I kind of want to have my own stage for my own dances.
Soon I see myself trying to audition and dance for like Disney, Busch Gardens, Universal. Dancing is a big part of my life, but it's not the only part. Any part of the performing arts, like acting, singing, music, it's kind of the area that I'm looking to go to.
It looks so much better than how it felt. Like, wow, we actually look really good. But like, look at that, it's so crazy.
Look at those flashy suits. They definitely have me blinded by the light.
You know what else is flashy?
What?
Those jackets and joggers the baseball team has been sporting.
Oh yeah, I heard they look great.
You heard right. Let's take a look. Thanks for watching today's episode of Blake Buzz. We also like to thank our amazing crew and our writers.
Reporting from WBUZ, I'm Finn Ponce.
And I'm Amari Smith. Until next time, this has been
Blake Buzz.